Okay, so game introduction potentials. What do they say? They say potentials can strengthen various abilities of trackers during Ascension, including their skills and ultimates. So they've got two examples for that for us. I'll read them. For example, Slash Dual Strike adds Dragon Slash as the second phase of the main skill, dealing 38% of attack times 3, 146% of attack as venture skill damage. So this is basically a card that you can pick up whilst running the game mode Ascension. You pick this up to upgrade your normal slash. Basically you get dual slash rather than just the one. Here's another example, being Gallop. It unleashes one additional major sword as aura. Now this is important. Remember this Gallop Fury because I'll show you an example of this when we get to the next one. So these cards are the cards you will be picking up as you go. Now I don't know if the background means anything like pink, blue, gold. We shall see, but I'm assuming, this is just me assuming, that the one is for your main trackers, the other two are for your support ones. So I'm guessing gold is for the main one on the field, and then that's my guess, but I could be wrong. It could be based on the type. They are generic Noya support build. These are the builds that the people got. But yes, let's keep going. So I want to show you an example that they have of this for us, where they show us the main idea of how your skills can be upgraded. So looking at this, we have a normal basic attack string. It's a normal basic attack and it really doesn't do anything too flashy. Now let's read. After casting Blade Storm, after casting the main skill, auto attacks become Sweat Aura attacks for a period of time. So after your attacks, they become Sweat Aura. Let's see how then this happens. You see the normal attacks here. They're still normal, and then they use the skill, and then now they're in the Sweat Aura and they're throwing out Sweat Aura. Now I want us to come back to this Blade Storm. If you notice, there's only one Blade Storm here. Remember I told you to remember the previous card? If you go back to that previous card, Gallop Fury unleashes one additional major Sweat Aura. So whenever you unleash a Sweat Aura, it unleashes another one. So to upgrade this card right here, you can further upgrade it with this Gallop Fury, where you can unleash one additional card, one additional Sweat Aura when you do. So rather than seeing here in this build where the tracker is just basically unleashing one, you'd be getting two. So that's how you will be getting these upgrades to your character. Not only do the potentials serve as sort of a build for your character, but they upgrade them that much more when you do use them. They change your attack animations, they change even your combos. So it's a really nice gameplay where your character will feel different based on the build you have. So that adds a bit of uniqueness, which I will talk to when we get to the records. But let's continue. So game introduction potentials, how do we acquire them? So potentials are acquired through Ascension, and when your squad levels up by defeating enemies, you can select one potential card from a choice of 3. So you get to choose between the 3 which one sounds best. Now this is the reason I believe that one of the game modes we will be doing the most is the Ascension, where we will get to farm for our character. We will get to farm for the best drops in a sense, because I believe that the drops will be randomized, meaning you won't always be getting the exact 3 you want. You won't always be getting the cards you want or the build and the upgrades you want. So you will be forced to rerun the dungeon to get it. But the best thing about this is also that each run will be different, because you will be getting different buffs in each run. So your character will feel different, your character will attack differently, it will change your play style. Say for an example, one says after you used your skill, your ultimate gets refreshed or something. If you use your skill then an ultimate, your ultimate gets refreshed. And then one says after your skills, your normal attacks are enhanced. So it will be different, that if you're about to do a strong normal attack string, you're going to use your skill first, as opposed to using your skill then ulting. Each buff or each potential will make you change your playstyle and change the way your character reacts to the inputs and the combos you put in. So Special Shop appears on certain floors where you can purchase potential drinks using the Stella coins acquired during the run. So this is not some pay to win thing. The currency you get to buy the cards, you get it from the run. So just do the run, you get the coins, buy the cards you want. So consuming the potential drink grants a new potential or strengthens the level of the one you already possess. If you remember that Blade Storm I had mentioned about, where there's the aura, that it can be upgraded using another card to then release 2 slashes of aura rather than the one. And then there are characters that are offering trades, and then there are some quizzes, which I'm guessing if you get it correct, you get the potential. But what is 2 to the power 10? I don't know. Hope I guess right and I get the card. But if you're that serious, you can just punch that in. But I'm not that serious. I'll just guess. But yes, and then saving the potentials. This is where we get to the records. The potentials you collect are instantly applied to your current squad during an Ascension run. This enhanced squad setup can then be saved as a record when Ascension is complete. So this is why I called it a build. This is your build. You save it. After you've ran the whole Ascension, you save that build. Now, if you remember, I had said that a record is not required to run an Ascension because that's where we actually get Ascensions. But then you do require a record to play every other mode. As you can see here, you can manage all your saved records in the record management. Records are required to challenge any mode outside of Ascension. So basically you can't run a mode without basically a build. You need a build to run. And the goal is to create stronger Ascensions to empower your trackers and tackle high difficulty challenges across the game. So the more stronger records you have, the more you can progress into higher difficulties and all that. So there will be a point where you'll hit a wall where you feel like, I'm not dealing enough damage, I'm not killing these things as fast as I believe I should be, these enemies as fast as I believe I should be. That's when you should probably consider getting a stronger record, and that will boost you and enable you to deal better damage. Just save your best records. I know how frustrating it can be to forget to save a good run, and then now you have to redo it and you're not getting the same things you got the last time. So there can be a bit of an RNG in there, but it's free. You don't need no currency to boost your odds or all that. It's just the game you play and then you build your character. So that is it for this video. That's how we will be building our units. For more content like this, leave a like and subscribe. Once again, I will be streaming on the day of the launch. So leave a like, subscribe so that you can get notified for my stream and when it comes up. If you're on mobile and you see the hype button, don't forget to press on that for me.